Hello everyone. Now that we have reached the required minimum number of participants in this very meeting, I think it's time we progress to the today's presentation. Welcome to today's lecture about Nym projects. So today we are going to know more about Nym. We are going to discuss more about Nym. We are going to learn more about Nym project, what it has to offer, and some other things. So Nym solves a large scale problem of the internet. So when we say large scale problem, we are referring to the privacy of people in the internet. The internet is a very um large scale something. Almost everybody has the internet. Almost everybody has access to the internet. um no matter who you are, no matter um where you are, you will surely find your way to the internet in one way or the other. So in today we are going to discuss mostly about Nym projects, how it solves that large scale problem in the internet, which is privacy. So today we are going to explore the meaning of Nym products, and also talk about the Nym shipyard. So I will plead with you all to stay put to the end of this meeting so that you will learn more about Nym and what it has to offer. So let's go ahead. What is Nym? You will be asking yourself, what is Nym? But before we even talk about what is Nym, it is better we discuss first what Nym has to offer, why Nym came into place. You understand? Let's discuss why Nym came into place. So you'll be asking, why Nym? What happened? Why is the reason why Nym project came into place? So you all might discover that in one way or the other, our privacy, the metadata in the internet, might not be secured. In several ways, we have in one way or the other leaked our information by surfing from one a website to another one, from one social media to the other, from one um platform to the other, that makes use of the internet. So as you are making those movement um from one platform to the other, you are making, as in, you are losing some of your metadata, which those companies that has access to your metadata sells it to advertisers. They sell it to people that make use of those metadata without your own consent, even to the government, even to the some advertisers, and so many of them. So you, at the end, you don't have real control over your data. So when in a process where you have something like the internet, when you have something to browse about, and maybe unfortunately you you don't know how, you be asking yourself, how did all these hackers, all these internet fraudsters, all these criminals, all those cyber criminals, how do they have access to my information? It is through your due to the process, due to the reasons that your metadata is being leaked while you are surfing from one website to the other. That's why some websites you will enter without, and you might think that the website is secured, and when you happens to do a transaction, you will start seeing some debit alert in your bank account, and you'll be wondering, why is it so? Why is it so? How do they even gain access to my bank account and all those things? So it is because of the lack of trust, lack of privacy, lack of control over your own privacy. That is why Nym came into place. So let's now dive in and understand what Nym is all about. What is Nym? Nym solves a large scale problem of the internet that traffic patterns are visible to anyone observing the network. Nym is an open source, decentralized, permissionless and incentivized system that provides full stack privacy, allowing developers to build applications that provide users with strong guarantees against metadata and surveillance at both the level of network traffic and the level of authentication and payment. So whenever you are making your payment online, whenever you want to authenticate something online, you there is a level of trust you should have to those platforms that you are making your payments with or to. So because there is possibility of them leaking or gaining access to your privacy without your own permission, you understand. So with the name coming into place, it serves it helps to serve as what? It helps to protect your own metadata, allowing not only protecting your metadata, it is also a project that allow developers. Maybe you are here, you are a developer, you are somebody that you maybe in one way or the other um you build you develop something, that's you can code, you can crack something, you can develop apps, you can develop nodes and all that things. So with Nym made it possible for you. They made a platform for you where you can do what? You can use that your developer skills to develop an app, to develop nodes, to develop applications on the Nym network, and in the return earn incentives, and also people using that your incentive for privacy reasons also do what? Also gains incentive too. So let's go ahead. Here the Nym project is an innovative. So like I was saying, the Nym project is an innovative solution that aims to enhance privacy and anonymity online by leveraging the Nym mixnet network. So in this very lecture, we are not only talk we will talk fully about the Nym network, the Nym how why the Nym is more better than most of all these privacy projects, and what mixnet network means, and is to understand also how the mixnet network also works. So let's go ahead. So today we are explaining what the features and the products of the Nym network. So first of all, what we are going to talk about is the token. So the Nym token is one of the key infrastructure, or one of the key products of one of the key features of the Nym project. With the Nym network, you can do a lot. With the Nym token, you can do a lot even in the Nym network, such as running a node. You will be needing a token, such as making use of the privacy applications. You will be needing a node. When you want to delegate to a node, you will be needing a token. So you see, the Nym token is more of an incentivizing aspect features of the Nym network. So with the Nym token, it is able to do what? To incentivize. It is able to like add money, add value to the applications, to add make it a win-win for all parties. So you see that the Nym token is a very important um features of the Nym network. So one of the Nym use cases that we are going to talk is privacy. Use Nym token to access the mixnet for privacy. So when you have your Nym token, you can make what? You can make access to the Nym mixnet. It is with the Nym token that you can make what? You can make access to the Nym mixnet. Mixnet is not just what you just dive in and start using. When you want to use it or make payment or make all these things or make use of that mixnet, you will be needing what? You will be needing a mix node, a Nym token. pardon, a Nym token. So another feature use case of the Nym token is what? Delegating or staking. Delegated staking, that's you can stake your Nym token. You be wondering what is it all about to delegate. To delegate simply means when you bring out some part of your fund to um invest. Let me use the word, pardon me to use the word invest. You take that some amount of Nym token, you stake it to invest into a node, already created node. You invest into the node, and in return when users make use of that mixed node, you as an individual, you as a user, you will be earning the you that dedicated your token, pardon, you that dedicated your token, you can be what? You can be earning reward in return for that amount of depending on the amount of what, on the amount you staked. So, and not just only that, the reward is sometimes one mind blowing. It is not just something that you just invest and you be looking at and you be asking how is it, how is it, it's not even moving or this or that. And you see, it's not just that you are holding your Nym token, you now put your Nym token into work. It is now yielding, it is now yielding more tokens to you, not only the ones you have now. Maybe you stake it over for 1 week, for 1 month, for 1 year. Over the years, as time goes on, you start seeing that your Nym token keeps on multiplying day by day, multiplying day by day. So that is what it one of that is one of the use case that when we say that delegate delegated staking. Delegate Nym token to mixed node that provides good quality of service and then earn a share of the rewards. So you see, it is not just staking, delegating your token to a mixed node that matters, but also looking out for best, for good node that performs well. You understand? When you stick to a node that performs well, that's what determines how you what, how your reward will be. So there are different nodes, there are different functional active nodes you can delegate your token to. But when delegating, do what? Make sure that the mixed node you are what, the mix um you the mixed node that you are dedicating your Nym token to, do what, that the Nym token will is provides what, a good quality of service and earn a share of reward from that node. The more better the Nym to mixed node, the better the reward. So another use case is to run a node. Like I've said before, with your mixed node you can run, with your Nym token you can run a node. It means that maybe you want to, you as yourself, as a programmer, as a developer, you can develop a node even in the Nym network that will provide security depending on your location. You understand? So when you want to run that node, you will be needing some amount of token, of amount of Nym token to do that. So with your Nym token, it can be much easier for you to do it. So, but without your Nym token, you can't what, develop a node even in the Nym network. That is what it means, that running a node. So pledge Nym as an initial reputation score in order to run a mixed node in the Nym mixnet and be rewarded. So you see, even as a developer, when you bring out you bring out some amount of no Nym token, you develop your own node. And also when people delegate their token under you, when people make use of your mixed node, you earn reward also. So the next one is fees. So that one, this one means that you can use your mixed node to pay for fees when transferring one coin to another, when staking, when bonding, all those little fees you pay for on the Nym network, you make use of what? You make use of the Nym token. You don pay in USDT, you don pay in BTC, you don pay in Ethereum, you pay in the Nym token. So that's one of the importance of the Nym token. That's one of the importance of the Nym token. So the Nym token are used to pay for transaction fees on the blockchain to keep the network wide map of mixed node and their reputation in the Nym up to date. So when you want to like um with the Nym tokens, when you want to pay for your fees and all those things like I've said before, you make use of the Nym token. So let's go ahead because of our time. I want to make it a very snappy one. This is an infograph talking more about the Nym token. The Nym token serves as a native of the Nym project. Nym token plays a vital role in promoting privacy by incentivizing and supporting the decentralization, sustainability and the reliance of the mixed net. So you see, to sustain a mixed node you be needing a Nym token. To support a mixed node you will be needing a Nym token. To decentralize, that means to like when we say that it is centralized, it is not centralized. When we say centralized, we mean that it is being controlled by a person, you understand, it is being controlled by a central authority. But when it is centralized, anybody, it is on the depends on the community, so anybody has the authority to have your Nym token, set up a node and all those things. So to sustain the Nym network, to sustain it, because you know that it is very hard for something that does not that doesn't have any monetary value to be sustained. To sustain anything, even your phones, to sustain yourself online, you will be needing what? Some amount of money that you pay to get sustained. So that is how it is for the Nym token. You get sustained with the Nym token. So now let's now talk about the mixed net. Let's talk about the mixed net. The Nym mixed net is is a network of nodes that fixes and relays data across the internet. It's designed to provide privacy, security, anonymity for users without relying on trusted third parties. That's when a mixed node runs on its own, it doesn't depend on any third party, it doesn't depend on maybe you say that something like when you so a third party, when I mean when I say a third party, what I simply means is that something like um maybe you want to buy something from a platform, and the platform will refer you to your Google account. So you see now, the Google account is like a third party, you understand. The Google account is like a third party. Now it is no longer you and the platform, you are now involving a third party, which is your Google account that you make payments with. So it is not that straight to the platform, but straight you go to the Google account. The Google account will pay the money and then give it to the platform, then the platform will release the service for you. So that's how it is, that's how it works when you involve a third party. But the mixed node doesn't involve what? Doesn't involve a third party. It works on its own. It relies on its own. It's being sustained on its own. It's being sustained by the nodes, active nodes, people that dedicate their tokens and all those things. So it is a very what? It is a security network. It is a network of nodes. It's not just the mixed net. When we say mixed net, we are not talking about one node. It is inside the mixed net that you get different nodes depending on the country, you understand. This is the mixed net network that what anchors the mixed nodes, you understand. So and that mixes and relays data across the internet, you understand. When we say we relays, we simply means that when you send out your information, an information in the internet, the Nym mixed net do what? It relays the what? those datas, it relays those datas across the internet. It makes it not go not like to be traced. So don't worry, with time you get to understand the mixed net. So for anonymity and privacy, the Nym mixed node from form the backbone of the known as mixnet, which facilitates the anonymous relays of internet and packets. So you see, we are still talking about the same thing, that what, that the mixed node, do what, helps to it makes you when we talk about anonymity, we simply means that you are invisible even in the internet. You understand? When you walk through the internet, you won't be seen. So there are many platforms that helps in making sure that your data is your privacy is being secured in the internet, such as the end-to-end encryption, which data WhatsApp and also other some chatting platform make use of end-to-end encryption. They will tell you that nobody has access to that very information that you are sharing with the other person. But you end up seeing that some information is being leaked even when there is an end-to-end encryption, and you yourself, the sender is being known, the receiver is being known. Understand? So that was even the IP address of the person that sends in an end-to-end encryption is being known. So that's how we and after that we discover that there will be need to secure what, your IP address, your locations and all those things when you are sending an information data even across the internet. So that's when the importance of VPN entered. You understand? The VPN entered due to what, the need for the of hiding your IP address. And you see that even when you make use of of the the VPNs, it doesn't hide your identity. So, and when you send out informations, it is being known, you are not being anonymized even in the internet. Then Tor entered. You understand? There's a price for Tor. The Tor actually is trying to like encrypt your data, but it doesn't also provide what, that anonymity. That's one thing that the Nym business came to absorb perform. That's one of the major duty, to do what, give you anonymity over your data, give you anonymity even in the digital world. When you make use of the mixnet, you your digital footprint is being secured. You are not being, you cannot be, when you send out an information, your information can never that data that you send out, your metadata cannot be traced back to you, because what, the mixed nodes, the mixed net will just bring your own and do what, bring and join it, mix it with other people's metadata. So when you send it out, the hackers cannot be or able to do what, to trace it back to you. They will, because already the mixed net of already combined it with other people's data. So let's go ahead. So building the next generation of privacy of what, of privacy infrastructure. So the Nym has come to what, build um a privacy infrastructure. So the Nym network, the Nym technology. So now we are going to talk about the Nym roadmap. So the Nym was launched in the year 2018. So let's zoom in so that we can see clearly. The Nym launch at Chaos Computer Congress. Binance Lab received funding. White paper mixnet in Rust, tokenized testnet, and all those things happen from the year 2018 to 2021. So the Nym token was launched in the year 2022. So Nym token launched in CoinList and other things. So scaling Nym so started in the year 2023, and even the Shipyard Academy, which will happen in October of this year. So you see, all those things are what is being planned for this very year. The Nym Connect for Menoro and Blockstream, Paris and the London office opened. So all those things was done in this year, and ongoing there is a was launch decentralized paid mixnet slash VPN, online Ziki Nims for bandwidth and credentials, Nimrust and slash web assemble SDKs. All these things are what is to be achieved before the end of the year. So already there has been the 2024 roadmap is out already. That's to show you how serious the Nym network is. So for the year 2024, privacy preserving mixnet payments via offline ZK Nims, protect smoosh for gateway rewards, censorship resistant gateways, that's to against government censorship and all those things. So institutional adoption. So there are a lot of things to anticipate for even in the coming year with the Nym network. So now we are going to talk about what? The Nym mission. You understand? We are here to build the next generation of privacy infrastructure. You can read the white paper to understand about the mission of the of the Nym network, but we are going to talk more of it. Nym mission is to establish privacy as a default for online communication. Only then can people and organizations make meaningful and secure decisions about what, when and with whom they want to share data. So reckless data harvesting has dominated Silicon Valley business models over the past decades and have rapidly become the norms for monetizing online activities. Understanding and predicting users' behavior is now the primary business model for the internet. These data-driven models, collectively known as surveillance capitalism, have produced giant tech monopolies and governments that oversees an unprecedented system of manipulation and control, extracting data and value from society. It is important to realize that just how lacking current technology is with regards to maintaining privacy. Even though a private messenger might encrypt a message content, the metadata, for example, identifies the timing of the communication, IP address, location, and lots more, is visible to everyone from the internet service providers (ICPs) that delivers the message to the messaging application itself. And in this world of big data, metadata is in many ways more valuable than the content of the message. It can be used by sophisticated and unambiguous analytic system to determine the nature of social relationship and prediction of your personal characteristics and performance. The necessary technology to guarantee online privacy is remained undeveloped until recently, with progress in computing capacity, networking, research, funding and many others. So these are the reason why the Nym network came into place. So let's keep going. Now I think it's time to talk about the Shipyard Academy. So we all know, I've heard about the Shipyard Academy. I'll be posting it on my other social media platforms. So the Shipyard Academy is were an online course, online program where everybody who enrolled for it will do what? Will get trained, whether you are an expert, whether you are a developer, whether you are an amateur, even in the business of privacy, you are welcome to this very shipyard program. And what do you stand to gain? You stand to learn from advanced tech scientists, engineers, and so many other advanced personnel. So with the Nym shipyard, you will learn more about privacy, and I will plead with you all to do what? To register for this shipyard academy. I will be dropping it on the comment section. For those that have not registered, though I don't know if it has ended, but I will try my best. If you don't miss out, if you have registered, don't miss out on this very coming shipyard, because a lot stands to be gained even in this shipyard. So I I think at this very moment we have come to an end of this our presentation. I'm sure that you have learned one or two things even in this shipyard in this online lecture. If you have any question, kindly drop it on the comment section of this very Zoom meeting so that we can attend to it. And I promise to give a fine and um a very correct answer to you. Because of our time, we will be ending the meeting right now. Thank you for your time. Thank you for participating in this online meeting. I say may the good Lord bless you all for me. In Jesus' name, amen.